Hello, my name is Raquel Berman, and I will be doing Reflection 5. So for Reflection 5, we're supposed to reflect on things that we've done in class, and identify 3 topics that stuck with me, that I liked, that impacted me, and why. So the first one that I actually think does impact my life a lot now, because I never meditated actually before we did it in class, and I really enjoyed meditating. I always heard about it, but I kind of thought it was stupid, and I never really got to actually do it. So in class, we played the video, and it the guy's voice was very calm and told you what to do, and I closed my eyes. I think it was 5 minutes. It was a pretty long meditation. I've never meditated like that before, obviously. And after, I felt really calm and relaxed, and I guess before I didn't really think that meditating would be so impactful, but it was. And then I remember later that day, I went home and looked up other meditation videos. I enjoyed the voice, but I also wanted to try it without the voice. So I did that, and now I make it a habit to try and meditate at least once a week or once every 2 weeks, because it definitely actually does help increase my anxiety about exams, and usually, especially when I'm studying for managerial accounting, I get a lot of anxiety. So I remember last week I had an exam, and I was kind of crying about it, and I got myself together and I put on a meditation video. I sat in my room and I meditated. So I thought that was pretty impactful, because I didn't realize that meditation can really help you feel better. And then also, one of my other favorite activities was when we did the lab, where we talked about the different types of people we work with in groups, what type of people we like, and when we did that activity where we were stranded in the forest and we had to pick 5 items to choose from that we can only take, and it was really interesting to see that a lot of people had different views, and I kind of thought very differently than my team members, and we were put into groups. I played one of the roles where I couldn't talk, and that was super hard for me, because I'm a type of person that loves putting my input in and speaking what I feel. So it definitely was very frustrating how I couldn't talk, but it makes you realize that a lot of people are like that in groups, where they don't really talk and they don't really have much input. So sometimes that could be a bad thing when you're coming to consensus, because you want to make sure that everyone's on the same page and that everyone's contributing ideas. And then the second role that I played was I kind of had to keep pretty much holding the group from moving forward. So I remember at first I thought that the telephone would be good, but then I realized that it was in a remote area, and so they kind of already talked about that. And then for that role, I kind of brought it up again, and I was like, oh, are you sure the telephone wouldn't be a good idea? So that was kind of fun, but it also makes you realize that to watch out for people that do that in a group. It's really frustrating when you're trying to move forward, and there's that one person that keeps bringing up the past or stuff that we've already talked about. So it was cool to see the different perspectives, because sometimes when I'm working in groups, I don't really think of different types of things. I kind of see it as one group, so it made me look at things differently. And also when we talked about what type of roles you play sometimes, and what type of people we like to work with, I don't like working with lazy people. I like to make sure that everyone's participating and that everyone's getting a chance to say what they feel. And I think that really helps a group. And then also, the third event that I thought was super impactful was when we built the marshmallow tower. It was actually super challenging than I expected, and I really liked it because I thought it was like easy going in, and it kind of like challenged me and made me think differently. And I liked working in groups because we all, like, I felt like each group kind of did something different, which I thought was cool. And I just enjoyed, making sure that it stood up and collaborating with everyone. Like, we all had different tactics and all came up to one, like, strategy to make it work. And we thought we won, but it wasn't the tallest because the other group had an idea to like start it from the desk so that it was hanging. And then also what I thought was very cool was that younger kids were able to do like a better job than us, and I enjoyed like seeing the different statistics of that. So these were the 3 events that I thought were the most impactful, that I enjoyed, that I kind of learned from, that made me think differently about working in groups, taking on different tasks, playing different roles, and just overall, as far as the meditation goes, just calming yourself and just making it important to take a step back sometimes if you have anxiety or you're nervous about something. And yeah, those were what I really liked and enjoyed about the class and I thought were the most impactful.